I must be mad. As you can see on the screen, there's me in the past using only the wrench. Hopefully, Ratchet doesn't use a weapon. Because that wouldn't be me. He doesn't look like he's going to. Because that wouldn't... No, he's using a weapon. That's not me. Let's ignore that. Yeah, I am the first person officially recorded to beat all of Ratchet & Clank 1 wrench only. Nothing was... The only thing I actually skipped was one planet because you had to. Beyond that, I didn't actually skip any area. I did everything that was required of me. So, here we are, Ratchet 2. Clearly I'm mad. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do this. I'm ready to do this wrench only. I'm gonna suffer.
Welcome back to Behind the Hero. Tonight's heroes are the duo who recently restored peace and order to our galaxy, Ratchet and Clank. So, gentlemen, tell us about your latest incredible adventures.
Well, as you can imagine, we've been pretty busy. After Drek's defeat, there were parades, press conferences, fancy dress balls.
And the wiener roast at Al's.
Oh, yeah, that. And then things started to slow down a bit. After that, well...
There was the grand opening at Groovy Lube.
Right. I think that was last week.
6 months ago.
We're still pretty busy, but in a more, domestic sense.
Yesterday, I flushed out my radiator core.
I guess no one needs a hero right now.
Miss Noodlebottom, I found our man. Welcome.
What the...
I'm Abercrombie Fizzwidget, founder of the Megacorp Company in the Bogon Galaxy.
Bogon?
I'm sorry to incapacitate you, but our entire galaxy is in a very precocious situation. I must humbly request your sustenance on a mission of dire urgitude, a mission of superfluous peril, a mission of unequivocal imperitude.
Did that make any sense?
So, you need me to go on a dangerous mission in another galaxy.
Indubitably. A few days ago, this top-secret biological experiment was stolen from our testing laboratory by this dupliferous criminal mastermind, and I need you to get the experiment back.
We'll do it!
We will?
Greg, I have precipitated your recalcitrance and have made special improvisations for you. We are prepared to give you a job as the head accountant for Megacorp, plus a penthouse suite in lovely Megapolis, and our state-of-the-art robotic masseuse.
Deal.
As for you, Ratchet, I'll need you in superlatory shape. While in transit to the Bogon Galaxy, you will undergo heavy training and conditioning, including martial arts, heavy weaponry, survival skills, stealth, macrame, ballroom dance, and origami. We've used bipolar vector regurgitation to track the thief's location to a flying base in Sector 7. Infiltrate the base and retrieve the experiment.
Sir, ready for launch.
So, I have played some of this in a stream, much like with the original Ratchet 1. I've streamed a bit of this and Ratchet 3, just because I felt like testing the waters. And, yeah, this is hard. In some ways, you could argue it's harder.
I'm on final approach to coordinates 3-7 Alpha.
Good luck. I'm counting on you.
Affirmative. Beginning radio silence.
Yeah, there are sections which are definitely challenging. There's a boss quite early on, I'd say a third of the way through, I guess, which I have not beaten. But it is really difficult. So, yeah, it should be fun. It's, yeah, I just need to get back into the groove, I guess. Oh, yeah, okay, so the first time doing this, I died here. And I think, like, you're supposed to get a checkpoint, like, midway through the level. And I think because I didn't actually use any of my weapons, it didn't give me the checkpoint, despite me collecting it. It says checkpoint and whatnot, and yeah, it didn't actually give me it. And I think the reason for that is because I'm technically not doing the tutorials the game is asking me to do, with the weapons and stuff. So that's kind of interesting. It might be a HD port thing, I really don't know, but that's a thing that can happen, so expect that, I guess. I'll probably die here. It's not necessarily difficult, but I think my mentality when doing a wrench-only run is I should try and not skip things. I should try and kill everything because I can. Like, that's my kind of mentality throughout it, if that makes sense. It's like, oh my, okay, I could skip these guys, or I could not, and I could make my life harder. Like, you know, I could feel pain beyond imagination. But yeah, much like the first game, people were doing death counters, which was great, and the controller's already running out. So yeah, if people could do death counters for each world, that would be awesome. Running tallies are great. I look forward to it. You know, yeah, that would be really handy.
I see it's time to update my security forces.
Whoa, whoa, no, hey, no, look, I'm just here to fix the transflexor coil.
Nice try. Give my regards to Megacorp. Finish him.
That laugh. That laugh gets me every time. That I love it. It is my favourite thing about this game. It's like the only time it's used, but I love it that much. Overall, I'd say this has gone quite well. But then again, I was supposed to get a checkpoint in this room, and I bet I haven't got one. I'm tempted to die just to prove it, but at the same time I don't want to die, so... Okay, continue point. Bet it won't count. Oh, sweet, I took them both out. No, I nearly took them all out. Told ya. See that continue point? Look how it didn't work. Literally no idea why that is. But I kind of wanted to take them all out, and I also wanted to prove that was a thing. Now I've proved that was a thing. And I'm pretty sure all the enemies are dead now, for all intents and purposes, so I'll just run back, and you can see it in all its splendor. Look at this level, isn't it lovely to behold? Oh yeah, that's the thing. I never knew there was a force field here when I was a kid, because I never went out about the boundaries. I was like, I don't want to fool, that was silly of me. So I didn't. Because, you know, I was a smart boy. Well, smart and unadventurous, but that's not the point I'm trying to make here. Well, here we go. Room. Oh look, continue point. No, it didn't work. Oh look, another continue point. Two. One right after the other. I don't know why that is. Yay, I did it. I did a thing. Look at me. You proud of me? I hope you're proud of me.
Thugs for less. If it ain't broke, we'll break it.
Right. I'm in the market for some security.
You bring the cash, we'll bring the thrash.
Good. I need your best men to meet me at these coordinates.
So who else is ridiculously hyped for the new Ratchet game? Because I am. Okay, that was super bad. No. Haha! Yeah, no, I am super hyped for the new Ratchet. Like, beyond. I cannot wait. I really cannot wait. It comes to the UK 10 days after the US. I'm either going to have to import it, or I'm begging Insomniac to give me a copy. It'll probably be the begging thing. Which I'm fine with doing, by the way. I don't care whose dick I have to suck to get this game. I'm getting this game early. I don't think you quite understand the gravity of the situation. I need this game. Literally need. Not, it would be better if I had it. No, I need it. And I'm going to speedrun the hell out of it because it's going to be super fun. And I'm going to be the best at the no glitch category. Or no out of bounds. I haven't decided which one yet. It depends on how the game plays. It really does, actually. Like, every Ratchet game plays very differently. So it'll be interesting to see what it'll do to me. Sweet! I didn't actually die there. That was great. I remember dying there the first time I did this, and it was hilarious and terrible. And I wanted to cry a little bit inside. could be a short video, or I could do the next planet as well. The one who lived. The only one. No, but really, the only one.
Ratchet checking in, sir.
Incredulous. I didn't expect to hear from you again. So soon.
There was a slight problem. The thief escaped with the experiment, and I have no idea where he was headed.
Not to worry. I just received an emission which may lubricate the matter.
Do you have any maps for this quadrant of the galaxy?
You bet, mister! We got galactic maps, 3D maps, fold-outs, cutouts, maps to the stars, and their homes.
Sorry about that. Oh, I forgot my wallet. Could you take care of this?
Perimeter defenses deactivated.
You forgot your change.
I can't for the life of me remember what it is, but that's just reminded me when he said, I forgot my wallet. That was I made like a joke, like an ongoing joke in a series, and I do not know what series it is, and it was referencing that one line. And I honestly cannot remember what the joke actually was. I'm sure it was good, because I'm, in my head, remembering laughing at it, my own joke, which means it must be either terrible, and I found it hilarious for no reason, or it was really good, and I was strangely proud of it. But I do not know what the hell it is. It may not even be a YouTube thing. Like, I don't know.
To reverse the camera controls,
Could be anything. Quite literally. So I was thinking of various like challenges with wrench only. Not just for this game, just in general, like with the Ratchet series as a whole. Because I'm going to do the new Ratchet game wrench only. After I've done my my Let's Play and my New Game Plus playthrough and all the skill points and all the gold bolts and the Insomniac Museum that may or may not be in this game because I have no idea, and all that stuff. Once all that is done, I'm seriously 100% going to be doing it wrench only. I'm hyped for this new game and I'm going to want to kill myself, and I look forward to it. But yeah, like, thinking about all the Ratchet games, it got me, like, what, like, obviously Drek was painfully difficult. It took me 10 attempts, but at the same time, it took me, like, 10 hours. Like, it was painfully long and difficult, and it hurt. Like, it physically destroyed me. Like, literally, it actually, it made me ill. It actually made me ill, because it's an endurance challenge to the extreme. It's, the battle, one attempt takes 2 hours, and it just wore me out and mentally ruined me. It gave me headaches for like a week. It was horrible. But the point remains, what would be the hardest section in the series, do you think? At the moment, obviously, that I've done, Drek takes the champion. Drek is the champion, it takes the champion spot. Like, considering this game, I know enough about this game, but not enough to know specifically what would be difficult. Like, things that seem easy may actually be brutally hard in this game. Like, that's the thing with a wrench-only challenge. It's super difficult, and I think one thing that's interesting about wrench only is I think there are exceptions where you are allowed to break the wrench only run. So if the game gives you a turret or something, you are allowed to use it. It is not your weapon. So the boss on the Thugs for Less base, that technically speaking wouldn't actually be that bad because it's no different. If I was forcing myself to do it wrench only, I don't even know if it's possible. I don't know if you can hurt him wrench only. I don't even know how long that would take. So yeah, like I would at least try it at a minimum, but oh jeez, I wouldn't like confirm myself to doing it. I guess I'd maybe do a stream or so to figure out if I actually want to waste my life. But like that's an interesting one to consider. But I think Planet Bolden might be really difficult.
Welcome, welcome. If everyone could take their seats, we can proceed with today's demonstration. First, I'll need a volunteer. Anyone? Excellent. Your name, sir?
Ratchet.
Hey! And there you have it. The Megacorp tractor beam in action. Let's give it up for our volunteer. Sir, how about taking advantage of our show special?
Sure.
Thank you, sir. You won't be disappointed.
Thanks.
The tractor beam moves small and medium-sized objects which have glowing orange targets like these. Press circle to move those columns so you can scale the cliff.
I can't remember what the planet is called, but I am remembering something that will, in almost 100% definitely, be a big problem. And that's the planet with, which is basically the city with all the proto-pets. That will be a huge issue. And the reason I say that is because I know for a fact that in the HD version there's a glitch where they sometimes crash the game if I don't kill them fast enough. Because they spawn... well, okay, no, they don't crash the game. Like, if you kill them, they don't die. Their lifeless corpse just stays there. And therefore you have to just die. That's going to be a problem. That's going to be a really big problem. I know there's also some enemies above an area where I have to shoot them down. I'm going to see if it's possible to attack them without doing that. I reckon it might be. I mean, I haven't tested it, so I can't confirm. I think it probably is doable. But that's something that's going to be a problem. So I'm not going to act like, oh no, this is easier. No, I think in many ways this game actually might be harder from Ratchet 1.
You'll have to find new coordinates on this planet first.
So yeah, that is definitely a problem. Thinking on a wider scale, what's going to be harder? I think final bosses, with the exception of this game, I actually think this game's final boss is actually going to be really easy. I think the Farius as a boss would be really challenging. I also don't know how possible it is to hit the Bio-Obliterator with a wrench. I don't even think it's possible, so I think that would have to be with the ship you're given. And again, that's technically not using a weapon, it's using what the game gives you. I mean, technically the game gives you a weapon, but you know what I mean, like, it's out of your hands kind of thing. So, I'm more lenient with those kind of things in a wrench-only run. Genuinely, though, I've been giving this a lot of thought. What I consider to be the hardest thing, without spoiling it, the final boss of Cracking Time I think would actually be a challenge, but I don't think it would be the hardest. The second to last boss might be. I don't remember how it works in terms of hitting him. I think maybe you chase him and then you can get to a platform where you hit him. But if you have to hit him on the move, I don't think it's possible to get him wrench only. Ignoring that, in my opinion, what will be the hardest point in any game that you absolutely can hit the enemy, but will genuinely be incredibly difficult. Like, there are some things, like in Quest for Booty's final boss, I don't actually know if it's possible to hit the enemy, the final boss, with a wrench. It probably is, but I don't know. That will probably be difficult. I think final bosses as a rule will be difficult. Genuinely, though, Tachyon from Tools of Destruction. That boss is so unbearably difficult in and of itself. Like, I die constantly doing that boss. And I have max weapons, level 5 power, like, it's brutal. And there's no checkpoints between phases, so you have to do it all in one go. That's insane. And furthermore, I know for a fact, in this game, there is I love that. There is an item called I'm pretty sure it's called the Snow Yeti. It's either Snow Beast or Snow Yeti. And it was made by Tony Garcia. Basically, to Tony Garcia's credit, he basically had to make an entire planet and its enemies and everything in like 3 days. 3 days! That is impossible for a normal person, let alone a guy in his first year as a junior developer. Like, that's crazy. That is actually crazy. So to his credit, he did a phenomenal job. But the Snow Beast Snow Yeti enemy is the worst enemy of this game. they are in large numbers, they take forever to die, and yeah, they take forever to die, there's loads of them, they deal absurd amounts of damage, they do it all, like, they are the worst. And as such, Insomniac gave out the Snow Beast award, and it's a thing per year, like, it is the worst item of the game. Like, whatever is the worst thing that was made about the game, that person gets the award for that thing. With Ratchet 3, I can't remember what it was. Ratchet Deadlocked Gladiator, I don't remember what it was. Ratchet Tools of Destruction is Tachyon. And I don't know why it's so difficult. Maybe they didn't have enough time to test it. That is a possibility. Because obviously, final boss, kind of have to have it there. Preferably well. But yeah, I know the first Skylanders had that issue. The final boss just didn't have time to be focus tested, and it was brutally difficult, especially if you only had the original 3 Skylanders. And even worse than that, it was apparently even harder. And yeah, they toned it down, not knowing how it was going to be received. So yeah, if you've played Skylanders thought that boss was really hard, apparently it was significantly harder. But yeah, anyone who's played Tools of Destruction and knows Tachyon as a boss, try and find something harder than that. If you can come up with something that's actually, without testing it, just theoretically, that would be worse than that, I would love for you to tell me what it is, because I honestly can't think of anything. I can't think what would actually be harder than Tachyon. Tachyon is such a brutal final boss. Like, everything will hit you, and it does tremendous damage. I think you've got like 6 hits maximum. I think it's something ludicrous. And seriously, it's not just the boss. It sends out enemies and stuff. It's ludicrously hard. I don't even know if it's possible. I would love to see someone try it. Like, I would actually, in response to this video, would love to see you guys actually try it, just to see how plausible it is. Because I don't even think it's possible. I don't know. I say I don't think it's possible. I'm sure it is. If you dodge everything that Tachyon throws at you. But it doesn't stop it being almost impossible, much like Drek was. It'll be an endurance challenge, but like, Drek's pattern is simple. Like, that's the thing. Once you learn its pattern, it's so simple. Tachyon's pattern is deranged. Like, it's crazy. I feel like I'm going crazy. Be fucked by stealing my own pussy. I love Game Grumps. Oh man, that's so good. It's a Game Grumps thing. They were sent on Twitter a link to a hentai comic, which basically someone cloned, this girl cloned herself and she was getting fucked whilst her clone was eating her out. Just, someone came up with that and I applaud them because it's fantastic. But yeah, it's just, yeah. But no, seriously, Tachyon, I would love to see you try it. All of you, everyone who has a way of recording, and is good at Ratchet, because you need to be. I would love to see you try it. Even if you're not, in fact, just try it and prove to me. Just try and get past phase 1, which is like 1/10 of his health. Like, oh, by the way, this is my favourite music of the game. This is just the best music. Nothing will stop this being the best. Yay, the dynamo. So glad we got that now. I love the dynamo. So yeah, the good thing is now, I don't think I actually explained. For those who haven't seen my Ratchet Clank 1, I have like set procedures. Obviously wrench only run. If you accidentally hit the fire button on a weapon, obviously it's not a problem. If you kill something, you have to commit suicide. That's just the rule. But what I've done is I have put the items over the weapons in the triangle menu, so I don't actually ever accidentally use a weapon. It's impossible for me to accidentally use one. Yeah, double tapping, changing a weapon doesn't exist in this game. So yeah, it is impossible. In later Ratchet games, you can double tap, and the last 3 things you used are in the double tap menu. So it cycles between them. So that does actually, that's quite annoying in Ratchet 3 for wrench only until that point. But once you get 3 gadgets, then that's not a problem really. They'll just disappear. But yeah, you get the idea. Simple as that, really. God, I love this music. It's so cheery and peaceful, and I feel like I'm in a mall, which I technically am, I guess, in this kind of place. But yeah, it's them. It's a space mall. But yeah, it's pretty great. But yeah, would Tachyon be the hardest thing? I don't know. I really don't. It's interesting. In my mind, currently, it is. I can't think of anything more challenging. Drek was challenging. I think Tachyon is going to be something infinitely worse. And if you want to prove me wrong, cool. Wow, I got lucky.
Ratchet, come in. Are you there?
Copy, Mr. Fizzwidget.
Listen, I have some new information on our experiment's wherewithal. The thief was indemnified at Megacorp's Mactar Resort. Also, the thugs have towed a moon-sized jamming array into Mactar Resort orbit.
Should I take it out?
Affirmulous! It's disconfabulating our annual Galactic Gladiators broadcast. See for yourself.
Ask yourself, are you man enough, hero enough, insane enough to step into the ring with two of the fiercest warriors in the galaxy? If you answered yes, you're a big, fat liar. But that's okay, because Megacorp is bringing Galactic Gladiators into your home for a special Mega View event. First, it's survival of the fittest in our bio competition. Be there as Chainblade unleashes his fury on our Gladiator guest contestants. Chainblade has gone undefeated in 500 straight matches, but if the bio division doesn't do it for you, our robotics division will. Taste the adrenaline as contestants face off against our four-armed bandit, the B2 Brawler. No living creature is a match for this machine. Watch 6 tons of Carbonox alloy hunt for its prey. There's no consolation prize, cause this bad boy's programmed to show no mercy. So, what are you waiting for? Call now to bring Chainblade and the B2 Brawler into your living room. But put away the fine china. The Galactic Gladiators, only on MegaView. Call your provider now.
Chainblade, huh? I've got the coordinates. Ratchet out.
The music in that cutscene was awesome. I don't know if that's on the actual soundtrack. I hope so, because I'm going to look for that after I'm done, because that was really good.
Thank you for shopping at
Thank you. As per usual, I'm going to try and get all the gold, or in this case, platinum bolts, that I can get my greedy little mitts on. There are 2 on this planet, if I'm not mistaken, and the second one you can't get until you finish this path. This guy will be here now, and it will take you to the second one. Fun fact. It took me forever to find this the first time. Like, seriously forever. I'm amazed I didn't actually die on this planet. Considering there was a mini-boss, that's actually kind of impressive. So, in the first game, the gold bolts basically got you gold weapons once you beat the game. They were basically more powerful versions of the weapons. In this game, gold weapons don't exist. Once you level up a weapon fully and beat the game, a mega variation of it will appear to buy, which basically means you can level it up again. The platinum bolts in this game, however, are used a little bit differently. They basically buy mods at certain points. You can basically unlock certain areas, and yeah, these points you buy mods for weapons. Obviously, I won't be using them, but I may as well go down it. Like, the thing with my wrench-only runs is I like the idea of I must try and strive to go down every path, and I like that mentality because, you know, I'm giving it the full wrench-only experience. I'm doing as much as I feasibly can, and I like that idea because that's what I did with the first Ratchet. I mean, I got almost all the gold bolts. I think I missed like 4, but that was because you needed weapons to get into them. Like, you needed to blow up a wall or something. So it wasn't actually that bad. I did pretty damn good. But, yeah, I think that wraps up this video. This is, the beginning of a very stressful journey. I look forward to the rest of it, where I want to kill myself. It is possible that these will actually be segmented into half parts on some planets, because some planets are ludicrously long. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but especially like the arena stuff. But yeah, for now I think I'm done. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the first part of this challenge, and you know, leave a like, subscribe. So yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.